watch the Bag Show. It's a treat for you to see.
Bag Show. We gonna be on the Bag Show. Welcome to today's installation of the Bag Show. You have me, the world's greatest, real talent of the show, and then my sidekick over here. He likes to call me his sidekick, but everybody knows who's the real talent of the show.
Well, just like I always say,
Mr. Wonderful Will.
He's my Farnsworth Bentley. He still ain't made my damn sandwich yet, but we'll take care of that later.
What sandwich?
You know how you make P. Diddy his sandwiches? You ain't make my sandwiches yet.
Whatever.
So go make me a sandwich, man.
All of our viewers always vote. The last show that People Magazine did, they did on who's the biggest star of the Bag Show, and they always elect me.
We don't have one vote.
80 to 20%.
Well, so how's everybody doing, man? I know we're going through some trying times right now. We got a pandemic going on. Then
the world's on fire. Well, the United States, not the world.
And then we got this racial tension done by the Minneapolis police officer, Derek Chauvin. I mean, this guy here done got stuff stirred up all over this country now. But I'm just wanted to tell everybody, hey, it is what it is, and we just be careful out there and don't get yourself caught up.
Yeah, man. It seemed like this was like the last final straw, man. Because with Ahmaud Arbery just going on,
yeah,
and then
that's already the all-time high.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden with this one, and I guess with his, people were so offended by his because he was just standing there like he's on the beach with his knee in a person's neck, where they can't breathe. Yeah, with his hands in his pockets, man.
When he did that, that's intention right there, because when he did that means you put your hands in your pocket like that, with your body weight gonna shift and that makes his body put more pressure on that man's neck.
Yeah, it was just like, man, you can tell he didn't give not one care about it, man. He was just chilling. And then they come to find out, I hope once they get more into detail about it, they said it was like a bar or a club owner, and both of them worked at the same place.
So they know each other. So something.
Yeah, he might have had some feelings against bad feelings against the guy or something. It'll all come out eventually.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things are going on. Some investigation going on. So I'm just gonna wait and see what's going on. But
just stand on a man's neck, man. That's it would have been more of an outrage, even though it is now. Like, just say before this happened, if he would have just done that to a dog and it would have came out on TV and somebody would have showed that
he'd probably been assassinated.
Dog killed.
Yeah, he'd been assassinated.
Man, then it comes with when it's somebody black, and I keep hearing people, making comments of, well, you don't know what happened before. I'm like, it doesn't matter what happened before, man. Even if a police see somebody, if they witness somebody killing somebody and getting a foot chase with them, and go run and they run around the corner, but the guy just laid down on the ground and threw the gun down and gave himself up. That's supposed to be it. You're not supposed to kill him after, it wasn't a threat. I said, man, they had that whole threat done with this guy just sitting on his neck.
That was no threat in the beginning.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But even still, so why are you giving this man, you treating him like he committed a mass murder or something?
Right, man.
And I saw somebody made an excellent point too, man. I forgot who I was listening to, but they were saying that how can that guy Dylan Roof go in there and shoot all those people, kill people in church, and they apprehend him, and he has a gun, but they don't go and take him to the point of killing him. But this man was just accused of using a fake $20 bill or something like that, but he gets death, and he didn't even have a weapon with him. But Dylan Roof can go there and kill somebody, and they're like, hey, we don't want to shoot you, we don't want to kill you, just come on out, we want to take you in alive. But a black man can do the slightest thing and get the death sentence, man. That's pitiful, man.
Yep, man, I lost sleep off of that, man. I couldn't even sleep. When I first saw that, I was just done. I just stood up and watched the ceiling. I just couldn't sleep. And they just kept playing that video, this image through my head. That's all throughout that night. But
and then I've seen videos where they showed, and I don't know if they have already identified them as like white supremacists were out there looting, and they showed the two white girls that were up there spraying BLM on the building, and then it was a black female. She came and confronted them, telling them, "Hey, y'all, don't do that because they're gonna blame that on us." And then they had the nerve to say somebody black told them to do it. You didn't see that, man?
no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, they were spray painting on I think they said it was a Starbucks, and damaging it up, and they wrote BLM all on it and stuff like that, to make it sound like people will try to blame it on that Black Lives Matter organization, man. But it was them doing it. It's just funny, man. I was like, boy, this is it's just crazy, man. But I think right now, man, America is at the tip. They're getting to the tip and the boiling point with this racism stuff. Because I was playing Words with Friends, and it's a girl I play with from Australia, and she was asking me questions about it, about it. Because some of those other countries, they think just the whole America is burning and on fire, So I had to tell her, I said, no, there's certain areas, that are burning. But I told her, but almost all areas are racist still.
Right.
In America, you're going to get racism everywhere, but right now everywhere is not on fire and burning and looting.
Well, yep. But one thing I've been looking through a lot of social media, but man, something that's kind of piqued my interest. What's up with the caring thing? That's like the caring campaign thing going on.
Man, that stuff been going on so long, but it's just now getting taken. They do that stuff because every single day it's a new story. It's a new caring story.
Right. On our Instagram page, I signed up with it was an account that says Karen's Going Wild. They show all out. Yeah, they have one, and they have and their little logo is like this is like a hairstyle of a bob cut. Mm. That's like the stereotype. That's supposed to be the stereotypical image of a Karen that have bob haircuts. Mm. And man, and some of the stuff is just funny that like y'all and be like, do y'all really have a nerve to talk about us? Yeah, man, they wild.
Yeah, but they keep seeing this stuff on the news, but then somebody will still keep doing it. It seems like they had enough of these incidents where they know not to do it, but they will still go do it the very next day.
Well, I did a little research on it. I got to be a little curious, so I went on Wikipedia.
Wonderful will.
I went on Wikipedia. They gave a definition of it. I'm gonna read it to you. This, according to Wikipedia, they said the caring is considered a slang. It said it's a slang term that is used to typify a woman perceived to be entitled or demanding beyond the scope of what is considered appropriate or necessary. One of the most common caring stereotype is that of a white middle-aged woman, typically American, who displays aggressive behavior when she is obstructed from getting her way. Such women are often depicted as demanding to speak to the manager, and sometimes have variation of the bob cut.
Oh, the bob cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know I saw that. I saw this one. I'm gonna read it off.
But I have a disclosure with that. I went back on Wikipedia again. They changed the definition. They took the white woman. I just say a woman.
Oh yeah.
I found this kind of interesting.
Yeah. Because they probably called in and complained about it.
But now it just said a woman. Don't say white woman.
Yeah, because I see on here, man. I found the one. I had never heard of the one they call the Haley, Kaylee, or Maylee. Those are the white women from 0 to 16. That's that age group. And then really? They got and if you're a Becky, Becky's are from 19 to 35. What's the next one? Then Karen's, they say Karen is 35 to 45, but I think it should be a little bit older, maybe 35.
Like I said, middle-aged white women, probably like 45, maybe 45, 65.
Yeah, then they got Susan. They call those Susans 45 to 60. And then they got Gertrude,
man,
65 plus.
That's an old name, Gertrude. I don't think anybody named their daughters Gertrude anymore. That name is a dinosaur.
Them Gertrudes. I guarantee you, out of all of them, that Gertrude would be probably the one to call you N-word first.
Right. Them like Golden Girls type women.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know I saw that the one, I don't even know how old it was, of the white lady that she called those two black girls the N-word right at the restaurant.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and then when the news interviewed her, and they were asking her, you know how offensive that is? And she's like, yeah, that's why I said it. Now, she's a Gertrude.
That's a girl. They stuck in them times, and then they got them old the old thought process in this modern time.
Yeah, because back in the day, they could just call,
it was nothing.
They could say something, they could go out there and just say it to anybody, and they couldn't, that's just the way they behaved back then.
If you respond to them in an aggressive way, then you'll be considered an aggressor.
Strung up.
Then you be getting in trouble.
Burned up, or something like that.
Yeah.
But how evil can you be, though, man? Especially when you go back and look at the old history books, and you see a group of people, and you'll see a body on fire, charred, and they all standing around looking at it, man.
Yeah, because that was like a big. I did some reading about that.
That's evil.
When they had those lynches.
That's that evil, man.
Yeah, when they had those lynches, that was like they were close to schools out.
Yeah, for everybody to come watch.
Yeah, it's like a big event.
Yeah, because I would even feel bad if I just saw somebody with an animal, man. Even a snake. Even I don't even like snakes, but if I saw some people outside and just poured gas on a snake and just lit them on fire,
that would disturb me.
Yeah, exactly, man. But with an animal, but these people are doing it with humans, man, and just letting them burn, stab and whatever, man.
I mean, they not even traumatized or nothing.
Yeah, got kids out there watching it.
Right, and they're teaching the kid, well, this is how things do when they do this right.
Yeah, keep you in place.
Man, I'm telling you.
But yeah, those Karens, Karens are here. They've been here. They're not going anywhere, man. Because when you see it, it seems like one of them would know, man. It's a high chance that I might end up being the next meme, the Karen meme. But they'll still go do it anyway over some of the most ridiculous stuff. Holding parking spaces for people going into their place of residence, and they don't know them, but they want to make them answer questions when you're not responsible to answer questions to anybody. If I stayed in an apartment building and I was going in there and I know that it was my apartment, and a Karen came up to me questioning me, I'm like, look, lady, that's all she would get. Look, lady, mind your own business, and that's it. And then if you kept on approaching me, like how they'll do once you start video and try to grab the camera. Look, I'm defending myself.
I'm sorry, I fear for my life.
And it's all on tape. Yeah. Don't come up on people like that. If it's not your business, don't worry about it.
Yep.
Especially if it'd been a difference if they had seen a crime or something happen. They saw somebody doing something. But these people are just regular, normal people going about their own business, and they feel the need to go over there and get all the 411 from you, just because you're black.
Yep.
That's crazy to me, man.
But what's so ironic is that the younger white generation, they the one exposing Karens. A lot of them, they recording them. I don't know. And they put them on this website called, the name of this account, Instagram account, Karen's Going Wild. I'm telling you, they have hundreds of videos.
Like Jerry Springer Wild. You remember do Jerry Springer Wild videos?
It's just like, they can say, white people can be dysfunctional too. They just basically showing that. They even got one called Kevin's Going Wild. Yeah. But it's more Karens than Kevin's.
Yeah. Karens are usually, they're always used to getting just catered to. No matter what.
Especially and times are changing. They can't handle that change. Because, things are, look, this country is slowly becoming a diverse. It's coming a diversity. And you just gonna have to learn to accept those ways. Yeah,
but they know how, man. They know the magic switch, though. They can call the police, right, and tell the police something's going on.
That's the only thing.
And they'll start talking, but they know how to really get it. And they'll be talking, because this is when they first call. They're like, oh, it's a guy doing this, and that. And, police are like, well, that's not even much, right? And they're like, okay. In their head, it'll click on. Okay, they're not taking me seriously. Then they start crying. That's how they know. Just like that girl, the one up in New York that was in Central Park.
Right.
And she did it. First she called about, it's African. I'm going to tell them it's an African-American man, all this stuff, and then she went on ahead and when she started adding that part in there like she was getting ready to cry, I'm like, oh God, this is ridiculous. But this stuff has been going on.
But she couldn't tell that he was recording that. So why you didn't put on that ad? You made yourself look bad.
Yeah, she lost her job.
You should have just got your dog and say, look, I apologize. I'll put my dog on a leash and I'll leave.
Yeah.
But no, she got to make it dramatic because she just knew that she was going to get this man arrested, and then it backfired on her.
Yeah, because either way, even if the roles were reversed, she still would have been a Karen. If he'd have been out there with his dog off leash.
Oh man!
She would have called. She complained. Yeah, your dog, and especially if he'd have been the one breaking law, she was the one breaking the law, but she still felt the need to call in and call the police, and she's the lawbreaker.
Ironic.
Yeah, man. That's when you've been accustomed to just getting your way, no matter what. You in the right or you in the wrong. You always gonna be right.
Why are you all not? I think a lot of I guess do a lot of local ordinance. Why you're not arresting these people with these fake 911 calls?
Yeah, that's annoying.
I mean, really, a lot of these around this country, a lot of the local government need to really start enforcing these nothing to the call 911 things, man. It's nothing to it. It's just like you send a police officer taking off duty to go handle some bogus nonsense, and then something really something serious going on, and then they got to respond all the way across town to get to it, and then you want to blame them for taking so long because some idiot called them 911 because somebody looks suspicious or they don't think they belong in their area, and they haven't done anything.
Yeah, and then I know I saw yesterday. And it was just kind of ironic. They had the white female. She was a cop, and did you? I don't know if you saw that, but she was complaining about the Karens.
Yeah.
And they had. You saw that on there about the kids. She made a complaint about some kids playing like in a bouncy house or something. So
I saw that.
She's like, the kids playing. I said, I guess if you have potential to be a Karen, but you're not a Karen, basically if you're a white woman. But you don't do it. I guess they even see how ignorant a lot of this stuff is, man. Because a lot of this stuff is just so ignorant, man. For you to call stuff that I would never ever think to call about, like this. Just say you, man, if you were in a parking spot and somebody, just something teeny weeny, it was a parking spot, somebody might have pulled in before you got. Would you ever think to call the police about something like that?
No, I'm just. Just say mind your own business, man. I mean, certain things, you just got to pick your battles, man. Because somebody might park in the space because you don't like the way that person parked. Why would you? I'm afraid to go and confront someone like that because you don't know what type of day that person having, what's going on in that person's life. But you feel like you can just go approach them and start harassing them. Yeah. And then they turn around and knock you out, and then you're looking like a dummy.
Yeah, because I would never even think to call the police on something like that, and especially
why waste some out of time like that?
Yeah, and especially like if you go in one of the buildings where they use like the secure cards, but somebody has a card and they scan the card and go in. I would never think to call a man that has a card just like a card that I have that's going into a building.
Right.
I have never seen him. He probably has never seen me. But I'm going to call the police on him because he's black. But he's not calling the police on me because he doesn't know me. He's just minding his own business. But I'm going to call the police on him. And then when I go ask him questions, he won't answer my questions. And I'm like, who are you that somebody has to answer questions to, man? Nobody has to answer your questions.
I don't. Just like that guy in that FedEx truck, when them two white guys cornering him.
Yeah, he's sitting up there
and he
crying.
was just, I mean.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, you should have, you in the truck, I'd have smashed him and ran him over.
I say, look, I feeling like DC. I saw two guys cornering me, I didn't know they had guns. So I just bust through the car.
Exactly, man.
That's what I would have done. And just called your supervisor. Look, man, I had two calls. I don't know what they had on me. I was just, I had to, the car got damaged. So then I called the police on them.
Yeah, quit being a victim, man. Being an easy target for a racist, man.
Nah, man. You got to learn how to play the game too, then.
Yeah, man, because this stuff is getting, and man, and what's might even happen now. I think if another one of these incidents happen within the next couple of days, man, the whole United States might be on fire, man.
Within a month.
Yeah, something else, but you know what it is. It's going to happen, man.
Yeah, you still got some idiots some idiot cop out there going to be doing something stupid.
Yeah, or some Karen or somebody taking up for Karen or something like that, man. People just don't mind your own business. If you see a crime happening, call about a crime. Don't call about just because your feelings are hurt or you didn't like this person.
Or the person didn't, you feel like the person disrespected you.
Yeah.
Or they didn't acknowledge you as, man, this going about your life. That's more to life than just sitting there worrying about what somebody else doing.
Yeah, because especially with the Karen up there in New York, they know that it's even though it might not be a real high probability, because people get called the police on all the time, they don't get killed all the time, but the probability of being black is much higher. That's why she made sure she added in there, I'm going to call and tell them, and it's an African American man, and she knew exactly what she said when she meant that. When she threw that part in there, an African American man, she knew what it was,
basically
man.
saying, your ass about to get stopped.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's what she did on.
Basically what she said.
She did it on purpose, and she knew, but then you come back on later with these little sob stories and crying.
Right,
I'm not racist. I got black friends, and I didn't want to put this man's life in jeopardy. But you did. And then
you know you was doing it.
Yeah, you knew exactly. Because you specifically made a point of saying, I'm going to say it's an African-American man, because she knew that's going to get the police there so quick.
Yeah.
When you in the park, man. But it's crazy. But it's going to be more.
There's more to come.
Because we shoot another one of these highly rated shows at least once a week, Rob. And I guarantee these were the last ones. The ones we talked about are the last ones. But I guarantee you next week we're going to have more Becky or Karen or Gertrude stories, or police murders. It's going to be something, because this stuff is going on so much, man. It's pitiful, man. This is pitiful. It's ridiculous to how this stuff is going on.
Yep.
What do you think, man?
Yep. It's on the rise again. We during the Eric Gardner and what's his name, the Castile,
Oh yeah, Orlando.
Yeah, during those time, man, it was at an all-time high. But now, I thought hopefully, people learn just mind your own business, leave people alone. But now, it's back at it, and it's worse now. It's just gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
And and I just challenge all the police departments, police agencies out there. You're gonna have to really, really have some diversity training.
Yeah.
You're really gonna have to have that, because if you a white person, you pretty much was born and raised around a white, predominantly white community,
scared of black people,
and then you gonna have the damn nerve to come to a city like Atlanta, Los Angeles, New York,
Chicago,
those type of cities. If you're not used to being around someone black, and you gonna be someone the most trigger happy person, officer, and then you're gonna do something stupid, and there you go.
Yeah.
You're going to be in the hiding for the rest of your life over doing something damn stupid.
Yeah.
So stay your ass out of these black urban cities. If you haven't been around blacks, been raised around, before you even think about taking a police job, especially that, look, learn the culture first. Because if I pretty much raised around a predominantly black community. So if I'm going to work in a predominantly white community, I'm got to learn the culture up there, because I know I can't do certain things I've been doing in certain areas up there, because they're going to cause conflict. That's why you got to have those type of training. So stay your ass out of these cities until you get yourself right.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? That's why why black people, our minds are not conditioned like that, because growing up in America as a black kid, coming through the school system, black people, we know how to get along, and we know how to navigate through the white world. It's the white folks, they think everything is just centered towards them. They're not willing to bend or anything, man. Like, that's just like with us.
White privilege.
Yeah, like us, man. We can go ride through any neighborhood, right? black people, we can look and we can tell who's up to no good. It can be the worst neighborhood in America, what they call so-called ghettos, because it's only some people in the ghetto. A lot of people in the worst places, no matter, not even ghettos, in anywhere you go. Even the worst places got some people it's always just a minority that's doing the worst. But black folks, we can go somewhere to the worst place or to the best. We can tell, even if you go to a good neighbor, you can tell who, like black people, we can just zoom in and tell what black person is being bad. White people can't tell anything. They can't tell if they can't tell the difference from being Obama to being a mass murderer. If you black, you all lumped into one little pool right here. You're all in the same little pool. It's black. They just think everybody's out to cause havoc and commotion and rob and steal.
Right.
They don't know the difference between the racist ones. The ones in the Karens and stuff. They just think they judge every black person on whatever incident they've seen before. It's just that's just crazy, man. Because it's people in every race I don't want to be around, but I don't pick up phones calling and complaining and whining about stuff. Little bitty stuff, man. Yeah. It's not even worth it.
Well, all right then, folks. Well, we thank you all for sitting in with us, and I hope you take some of the things to heart and learn from this. And I just want to say to the Karens, mind your own damn business. If there's no one bothering you, just go about your business.
Man, but ain't your girl a Karen?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay, I thought you had you a white woman. Karen.
Yeah, but we thank you all again, and y'all be safe out there and just act right and be safe. Anything else you want to conclude this with, man?
Man, I done said enough, and I'm tired of speaking.
All right, then. Well, you all be safe, and you have a great week, and have a great life. And always remember, God is love.
There he goes again with his
and love is God.
Bible.
And we love you. Peace out.